Hello students, in the last class we have seen about looping statements. Today we will see about functions. Functions are the set of instructions to perform a particular task. In our programming language we have plenty of built-in functions and we can able to define a user-defined functions. In R, functions are objects. The interpreter can be pass the control to the functions and that function perform the task and the function can return a values to that other object. That object can print that value. Okay, now we will see about function definition. See here. So this is a function syntax for function definition, function name, and this is a user defined one, and here the assignment operator. Here function is a keyword and this is a parameter to that function, and open parenthesis and close parenthesis. Within the parenthesis the function body is defined here. Next we will see about the function components. So function components are function name, arguments, function, return values. Function name is a here, which is user defined one. Then arguments are here. This is of values which are passed to the parameter to this function. Then function is a keyword. Then return values. After computation of function body, that end of statement is a return value that will be moved to that other object. Next we will see about built-in functions. So built-in functions are the predefined functions. There are a lot of functions we have. We can make use of that values, that usages. So see here, sequence, mean, max, sum. These are the few examples. See here, print is one of the predefined function which is used to print the values in the screen. So here we are passing that parameter to the print function as a sequence function. For sequence function we passing the parameter 32 to 40. So this is the starting value and this is the ending value. Between these two values all the values are print here. So 32, 33 up to 40 will be print here. So next function is a mean function. So here we are passing that value 1 colon then 5. So it means that the mean value between 1 to 5. So the sum of 1 to 5 is 15. That will be divided by the 5 to compute the mean, and mean is 3.3. So the 3 value will be print here. This is the output for this line. Next, the summation will be computed for 1 to 5. The summation is computed as 1 to 5 is 15. That will be print as an output for this line. Next we will see about user defined functions. So here we have defined a new function, that is the function name is new dot function, and the function is a keyword and this assignment operator. Here we are passing parameter as a. So within the braces we using the for loop. The for loop, the variable I in a to I1 to a. Okay, see here we are squaring the value of I. The I value varies from 1 to a. So what is the parameter passing here? That value is a maximum limit. Okay, the squared value will be stored in a variable b. That variable b is print here. So this is a function definition, and here we are function calling is here new dot function. The value is 6. The passing value, this is the argument, this will be assigned to this variable a by the interpreter, and that value is assigned as a maximum limit for this loop. So here 1 to 6 will be computing here. The output is here. So first value is a 1, the 1 square is a 1 assigned here, that 1 value will be print here. The next, the 1 value will be incremented, that is 2. 2 power 2 is a 4, that will be print here. The next value is a 3. 3 power 2 is a 9. Next value is a 4. The 4 power 2 is a 16. After that 5 is a 25. Next 6 is a 36. 6 to the power 2, it is a 36. After that, we will see about a function without arguments. In the last program, we see about a single argument. Here, we have going to see about without argument. So, same function name and function without no parameter. See here, and the for loop is here. That value, the upper limit is given here. Sub 5. Okay, so same print statement, and squared value will be print here. This is a function calling. The same value will be print here, 1 to 5. Okay, so here I am missing that, it's a 9. Okay, so next we will see about function with arguments. So here the same function name and function keyword, and passing 3 variables A, B, C. See here, so result is a local variable, and here A star B plus C. So this will be computed here and assigned to this variable result, and result will be print here. So this is a function definition, and this is a function calling. See here, 5, 3, 11. These are the 3 parameters. The 5 will be assigned to that variable A, and 3 will be assigned to this variable B, and C will be assigned by 11 value. Okay, this is assigned by the compiler. So the consecutive value will be assigned for these variables. So next we have calling that function, and here we mention that what are the variable names, and that will be assigned here itself. Okay, so the output for this program is, so 5 into 3 plus 11. So that is a equation parallel here. So 5 plus 3 plus 11. 5 into 3, sorry. So 5 into 3 is a 15 plus 11 is 26. Okay, so next we are pausing 11 into 5 plus 3. So here 55 plus 3 is a 58. That will be print here. So next we will see about with default arguments, function with default arguments. See here, so new dot function name is an assignment operator, function is a keyword, here pausing A equal to 3 and B equal to 6. So just we multiply that both values, and the result will be stored in a local variable result. That result value is print here. So this is a function calling. So new dot function of 9,5. So here we can call that function without parameter, and here we call that function with parameter. See here in this example we have pausing the default argument in a function definition. So here the default value will be taken for A and B. So here we multiply that. What is the value, default value? 3 and 6. That will be multiplied, and that will print here. 3 into 6 is a 18. And here we change the default value by 9,5. So these two values are multiplied. That is 9 into 5 as a 45. That will be print here. So 3 and 6 are replaced by 9 and 5. Okay, so today we will see about function classes. In the function we have seen about a set of built-in functions and user-defined functions. Thank you.